Hey, workout. Don't let nobody in yet.
Oh
I'm letting
shit! Dang, I start letting them in.
all right.
You should have told me. I ain't know. Why do everybody keep saying meeting ID and password? I don't know why everybody keeps saying that. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hope everybody's morning is going great. We about to start here in just a few minutes. Hope everybody's morning is going good. Good morning. Hope y'all ready to start everything and be productive this week. Uh, all right, about to be. We're gonna start here in a second. Hey, what's going on, y'all? We about to start here in just a second. I'm gonna introduce a special person to y'all. Just waiting for him to get on the call. Hopefully, last night y'all got a little bit. Y'all started some of those things that we talked about. It's really about holding everybody accountable this morning, and just moving with speed, moving with some speed, so y'all can kind of get to that next level of everything that y'all talking about doing. Let's just get it done. We just got to get it done. Let me see. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right. So the first person I got introduced. Sunshine, you on here?
I'm here, King. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing? Good morning.
Good.
Um,
Listen to you.
so Sunshine is a mindset coach that's going to get you guys in the game. I appreciate you for jumping on the call this morning. Um, I'm really going to leave the floor for you. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna be here listening, and hopefully, I'm gonna get some motivation as well.
Okay, absolutely. So Grand Rising, everybody. So our mindset mogul, we had an accountability call right before this, and he is closing that call up. So our mindset mogul will be here shortly. However, I am Sunshine, your accountability advisor. And so I'm quite sure when you decided to do this challenge, I'm not sure if you knew that you actually get 5 days of accountability calls that actually come with this challenge. And this is basically all about helping you get your mindset right. It is so important that we don't think about when we're joining challenges. And as we set these goals for ourselves, we are actually trying to get to the next level. We're trying to get to these bags, but we're not thinking about the fact that our mindset has everything to do with whether or not we're going to be successful in getting that bag or not, because there's a mindset of ours, an old mindset that needs to die, and a new mindset that needs to be birthed in order for us to obtain the new success that we are looking for. And so today, pretty much, because this is going to be day one, today is about giving yourself permission. And there's a whole lot of things that you could possibly think of that you need to give yourself permission for at this time. You need to give yourself permission, first and foremost, to be coachable. Workout is about to sit up there and take y'all to another level. Things that you've never been taught before. You're about to be exposed to things that you've never heard or seen before. So give yourself permission to be coachable. Then we want you to be, okay, give yourself permission to be successful. Understand and know that you deserve this. You have to get to the point where you believe that this is something that you deserve. Again, you have to continuously give yourself permission. It is a mindset thing that we definitely have to take out to make sure we consider on a regular basis that we give ourselves permission for. This is a whole new lane for yourself. So please, it's about giving yourself grace. You cannot do what you don't know. And so there's times there it's going to get challenging. Give yourself grace in those challenging moments, but understand that we are not stopping. We are on go. You are committing yourself to something. Give yourself permission to stay focused. Give yourself permission to be committed. Give yourself permission to be disciplined. There is a whole lot that goes to this. While we are actually waiting for our mindset mogul, in the meantime, I would love to be able to bring up the other coaches just so that everybody could introduce themselves really briefly so that you know the team and who you'll be working with. There's a lot of people that are still coming into the room, so I'm just going to add everybody else in here really quick so everybody can introduce themselves really quick. Hold on one moment. And where is Jazz at? Hold on, I can't hear y'all. Where is Jazz? I don't see Jazz.
I don't think she's in here yet.
That's right. She stayed back. My bad.
Yeah.
All right. So again, I am actually Sunshine. I'm going to be your accountability advisor. And so for me, basically, I am going to be the one that's going to keep you accountable. So it's about being disciplined and keeping you focused on the goals and your commitments, literally, that you are going to be setting forth for yourself. So there's some of us in here that needs help as far as dealing with their self-worth and self-love, and definitely that self-accountability. And so I will be dedicated to helping and coaching you. I'm going to help you set clear, specific goals for the things that you plan on doing. And we're going to set up some actionable steps so that you can stay accountable to your commitments. In addition, I actually, for a discounted fee, I actually do the structure setup for LLCs. And so if you need assistance in that in any type of way, we do have that as an offer at any given moment, but that has nothing to do with anything right now. I just want to let you know what I'm actually here for, to help you out as far as being accountable, to help you get to your next level. Next coach up.
What's going on, family? So my name is Apolline Damage, but they call me the Magic Mogul, and I'm your language coach. So I help you to speed up your process by improving your dialect. You know, when we say things like we can or we can't, that produces a belief, and then that leads to an action. So that gives us the results that we have, that we call our life. So, you know, I help to coach you on speaking better so that we can start speaking the lives that we want into existence. We have to speak ourselves into existence. So that's me, the language coach, Magic Mogul. Let's get it.
Hi, my name is Tamoa Danielle, and I am your clarity counselor. So I help you to get clear on your vision so that you can be more specific with your goals in order for execution, help you to clear all of the junk out of your mind, your negative thoughts, your limiting beliefs, so that you can understand that your personal and your business development are all in a line with each other. But of course, in order to get the bag, you have to be able to retrain your mindset. So once you get the bag, you know exactly what steps to follow to get to your higher self, to get to where it is that you want to go, so that you don't lose your vision. But also understand that part of getting to where you want to be is being able to be flexible in recreating the plan that you have for your vision. So once you gain clarity over all of that, it's all on go.
Absolutely. Love it, Queen. Next up.
Absolutely. I am Nico Bourgeois, your wellness coach. I am here to help you align your mind and your body so that you can be healthy, fit, and well all together. So that understanding that your health is your wealth. You cannot get to the wealth by skipping steps and missing out on your health. I am your wellness coach.
I'm Moya Van Rossum. I'm your community relationship manager. I assist with Love Plus. I'm the executive admin on Love Plus, and also help build relationships, and definitely come out to our mobile meetups. I set up the mobile meetups that we'll definitely look at later on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And so that is everybody as far as our coaching staff. I believe the Mindset Mogul is actually in the room at this time. So I just want to actually bring up the man of the hour. He is the man that actually keeps all our mindsets right. He is literally the co-founder of the Mailbox Millionaires Academy. He is the founder of the Love Plus app. He is a best-selling author of Becoming More Effective in Less Time. And he is definitely going to be the one that's going to help you keep your mind aligned with your goals. And so everybody, I need everybody to raise your energy. I need everybody to come off mute at this moment, because we are bringing up the man of the hour, our Mindset Mogul, Sean Crumay. Everybody, please give it up for the Mindset Mogul. Everybody, unmute, 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 unmute.
Yo, let's go,
Let's
Mindset
get
Mogul. Let's go,
it.
let's
Go,
go.
let's
Let's
get
go,
it.
let's go,
Let's
let's
go,
go, let's
let's go, let's
Go
go,
Let's
let's
into
go,
go.
let's
that
get
Monday
it.
Bring it
motivation
up.
Yes,
going.
yes,
Let's
Go,
yes.
get
guys.
it.
Let's
Let's
go.
get it.
Let's
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 get it.
go.
get it.
Let's
Let's
get
Let's
it.
get
go.
Let's
it,
get
family.
it.
Let's get
Let's
it.
go.
Let's
Yo,
go.
peace, peace,
Where
and
you
peace,
at,
peace,
coach?
you
Where
guys.
you
Go.
at?
Peace, love, and beautiful energy. What's up, y'all? Like today is a funny day, man. today is good, but every day is a good day for a great day. Everybody drop in the chat. Every day is a good day for a great day. Every day is a good day for a great day. So just spotlight me. Just spotlight me, and let's get it rocking. So how we feeling today? Drop how you feeling in the chat. How we feeling today? Drop how we feeling. So look, I want to just open up. Obviously, Sunshine introduced me. She gave y'all a little bit about me, but I want to go a little bit further. I want to go a little bit further. I want to be able to give you a little bit more of my story, so that way you can know who is speaking and what qualifies me to actually come up here and give any game, right? Like what qualifies me? Who is this person on the screen? Why they call him the Mindset Mogul? What's the purpose, right? Sean Crumay, also known as the Mindset Mogul. Who I am is I'm a philosopher. I'm an author. I'm an inspirational thinker. I help people see difficulty differently. That's just my role, right? That's just my role. My role is to take your obstacles or help you see your obstacles as opportunities to show your greatness, right? Any challenges that you're dealing with, I want you to see that these are just chances. I want you to get paid to be who you are. Help people get paid to be who they are. And I'm talking about either make 4 figures in a day, 5 figures, 6 figures. It's just about getting paid to be who you are. Income equals impact, right? So, but it's also the other way. Impact equals income. Either way, it's duality in this world, right? Without the sun, without day, you don't have night, right? Without night, you don't have day. It's all duality. And I want you to understand something. You are already doing 100% of what you could do at the moment for the person that you are. But you could do more. If you could do more, say I could do more in the chat. So we're gonna go through 5 days of just mindset, tool set. But really, what we're gonna do is we're gonna share a little bit of game, but then we're going to allow participation. So this is not going to be me speaking at you. This is not going to be me just talking for an hour. That's not what this is. We're going to really get to the root, because you can't get your money right unless you get your mind right. So I'm going to give y'all a lot of gems. I'm going to give you a lot of bars. But the truth of the matter, this is not about me. This is about you. This is not about me. This is about you. But I want to share a little bit about me right now, so that way I can help you become the best version of yourself. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm just go through a little bit about me, so that way you can get an understanding of who I am, right? It's always great to have understanding of who is speaking. One of my beliefs is you are the star of your movie. Like, I really want y'all to think about that right now. You are the star of your movie. Your movie is your life. You're the MVP of your life, the most valuable participant. When you think about being a star of your movie, what does it look like? What does it feel like? As a star of your movie, pain is usually part of the picture. But I want you to take your pain and I want you to turn it into your power. So that way, when you walk in your purpose, you can live in your paradise. The way to do that is become more effective in less time. I know. Some of you probably have children and you do it on the weekends. You become more effective in less time. How does it make you feel when you do it, right? It's Friday night. I know for me, when I was young, grandparents didn't want to cook or, we wanted something to eat out. They just say, hey, let's become more effective in less time and order, right? That made everybody's day, right? Because you can get what you want. It can taste good. It's quick. You don't got to do no prep and you don't have to clean up any mess, right? So just so y'all know, just a little background about me. I went to 7 different schools in 9 years. I graduated salutatorian and a student athlete of the year in high school. I used to do graphics for Netflix and Roku. During that time, I realized that ownership was important. Everybody dropped the word ownership in the chat. I lost over 55 pounds in 41 days due to gastroesophageal reflux disease. But during that time, I was able to acquire my first real estate property. I did this with the help of my brothers. We did it together. Somebody put team in the chat. Somebody put team in the chat. So during this time, one of my brothers, he introduced me to business credit, took business credit, and we got this apartment. And from the apartment, we did Airbnb, right? During this time that I lost over 55 pounds in 41 days, I realized that I needed a way out. I needed to become more effective in less time. I needed to work from home. They were saying, no, you can't work from home. I just seen you lose all of this weight in a matter of a month or so, but unfortunately, you got to come do the work. But what you could do is take your vacation days. So I said, let me become wise. What would I do if I could take my vacation days? So what I decided to do was take every Monday and Friday off. So now I had a 3-day work week getting paid for 5 days. I worked 3 days, get paid for 5 days, and I had a 4-day weekend. What would you do with a 4-day weekend? Put it in the chat. So the pandemic hit, right? And when the pandemic hit, first of all, I quit my job. I already walked away from my job. But when the pandemic hit, Airbnb slowed up. So what do we have to do? We had to pivot. So sometimes you might have an option, you might have an opportunity, you might have something going on in your life, but you got to make a pivot. So I decided to make the pivot into leadership transformation. So I was doing my videos. I was still doing Airbnb a little bit, but then I had to follow certain rules and regulations. So I just stopped doing it altogether. Here's some of the properties. Here's some of the reviews. And this lasted a long time. This was very good. People loved it. People loved it. So you can see right here, this is when I learned that I could get paid to be me. This is when I learned it, right? Like, because before running the Airbnb, I always used to have friends, family, people stay over, and I would just set up the place, make it look nice, make it feel nice, make it feel comfortable. And then I realized that, whoa, you can get paid to be yourself. Everybody say I'm getting paid to be me. So once we started building our Mailbox Millionaire Academy, I decided to say, okay, what's the next level in entrepreneurship? We need accountability. We need discipline and consistency, because how many of us get courses? How many of us get coaching? How many of us get mentorship? But we just kind of don't do the work, right? 7% of people who take mentorships will succeed. Only 7. Are you going to be amongst the 7? I said, you know what? I want to increase that number. So I went out and I said, let me do the best that I could do. I created an app, Love Plus, personal to business development. I started getting into the rooms. I got on stages, and anywhere I would go, I would add value. And don't get me wrong, when I very first started back in 2017, I used to raise my hand scared. I used to be like, excuse me, I used to go out to the events. Excuse me, can I say something for a minute? Can I say something? They used to be like, all right, go ahead. Everybody's get quiet. You can hear my chest beat. You can hear my heart beat. It seems like everybody's staring at me. I get hot, start getting a little sweaty on the head. I'm like, all right. I just want to say you all are amazing. Can everybody take out their phones? So I had everybody take out their phones. Can everybody take out their phones? Can you look in the mirror and say, I love you. Can you look at that person that's been with you 24/7? See, you might be putting that person down, but that person is always there for you. You might have negative self-talk, but that person is always there for you. And that's how it started. It started with self-reflection. But I couldn't do it without me first being the reflection of what I wanted. So I had to take some seminars, had to take some mentorship, and they taught me, who are you the possibility of, right? Who I am is the possibility of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. But the only thing is I have to be the reflection of it. I have to connect to people on a greater level. I have to connect to people on a deeper level, right? Have to be open to being loved and appreciated, heard, felt, and seen, because everybody wants those 5 things. Everybody wants to be loved, appreciated, heard, felt, and seen. So here, a picture of my brothers, and we've been doing this together as a family. Y'all can see me with dripped out. I've been dripped out. I always stay dripped out. You already know how I go. All right, cool. But if you see us at the lower left corner, we're standing in front of our property that we sold for 1.2 million. And we made 6 figures that very first deal. And I couldn't have done this. I couldn't have had this experience without my brothers. So I'm gonna need some agreements, and I'm gonna need some commitments from everybody. Like, are you ready to transform your life? Because I had to make a commitment. Before I walked away from my job doing graphics for Netflix and Roku, I had to make a commitment. Either I'm all in or I'm all in. Either it's going to work or it has to work. I had to make a commitment. What are your commitments? Are you committed to this challenge? Are you committed to the next 5 days? The next 5 days will be the most important 5 days of your life. I say this all the time when we do these challenges because it is. The next 5 days are going to be the most important 5 days of your life. The fact that you will learn more in 5 days than you did in the last 5 months. The fact that you will be transformed in 5 days than more than you have in the last 5 months. Who is ready to take that leap? If you're ready, put ready in the chat, because you have to become who you need to be in order to get what you want. And my themes is becoming more effective in less time. I want you to become more effective in less time. That's the primary focus. I want you to get access to $100,000 quicker than your job could pay you or faster than you can save. I want you to be able to go out there and get 10, 20 years of your life back. I want you to have the next years of your life to be the best years of your life. But the primary focus is becoming more effective in less time. Now, the primary pathway to doing that is through strategic partnerships. Everybody drop strategic partnerships in the chat. Strategic partnerships. When we talk about getting that property, right? Like, you don't understand. My brother Jamel was going through a lot to help us get this apartment. Managing it, making sure cleaners and stuff came. Like, it was a whole, like, look, we had a whole wave. Everybody did their role. Everybody played their role. And that's why we have the success that we have today, because it was about team. It was about strategic partnerships. It was about getting along with people who are already doing what you want to do or have the same drive as you to get to that goal, because you won't get there alone. If you travel the road of success alone, that's the slow road. The fastest way is to have partners. And then by just having multiple strategic partnerships, the primary result is multiple streams of income. So everybody right now has a story. Like, your story will give you your glory. My glory came from my story. See, there was a time where I said, look, you know, this is like a mom passed away, dealing with a lot, our grandma, like a whole bunch of things just happened. And I had a reflection time during, you know, while I was working at graphics and Netflix, doing all of that. I had a revelation. I was sitting in the bed. It was dark. It was about 1 a.m. and it's a little cold because it was around November time, and it was a little brisk in New York City, but it was around like 1 a.m. or whatever. And I'm just sitting in the bed and I'm like, yo, like, unfortunately, like, I really like my job. I like where I'm headed. You know, I got a master's in communication, bachelor in multimedia production. But what do I have really? Like, if I'm not impacting people on a higher level, what am I really doing? And what happened was I got tired of being good. I was so busy being good that I forgot about my greatness. I created this book, Becoming More Effective in Less Time, became a bestseller. And this was really me just writing down all of my experiences, all of my breakthroughs, writing down all of my experiences, all of my breakthroughs. Becoming More Effective in Less Time. This is on Amazon. And it became a best-selling book in person, right? It wasn't even about the Amazon. It was getting copies left and right in person, signature, autograph, all the stuff is documented on my Instagram. But when it comes down to it, you got to become more effective in less time, because the average age of life is what? For men, it's around what, 65, 70. For women, it's around, 60, 65, 75, same range. But the life expectancy is literally only 77 years. Like, how long do you have until that? And in fact, you can't wait until that, because you never know. My dad just passed away before 60. So please understand life expectancy. They're like, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen real fast, but I'm just showing you in real time, right? What you're dealing with right now is time. What you're dealing with right now is time, because you don't have time. Time has you. So how are we going to get more effective with the time that we have? First thing we got to do is give ourselves permission. Everybody drop, give myself permission, or just drop permission in the chat. I really want you to think about it this way, y'all. I really want you to think about it this way. You summoned me. You summoned me. Like, I didn't summon you. You summoned me. I kind of did summon y'all. I told you I want to create a community full of love, connectivity, financial prosperity. This is one of the ways we do it, right? But you summoned me. You said, hey, look, I want to make sure that I can get to that next level. I want to make sure that I can take my life to that next level. And what happens is, landlord came, right? Challenge came. You said, I like that. I'm going to purchase. I'm going to get my ticket. Now you're in it. So now you understand you must do the work. So you did the speaking part. You spoke it into existence, but now you have to affirm it. See, some people teach affirmations in not the whole way, right? They say just speak it and just listen to it. But affirmation is affirming your manifestation. So how do you affirm the manifestation? How do you affirm what you're speaking into existence? You got to do what? Put the answer in the chat. How do you affirm what you want? Put the answer in the chat. The work. What else? Put the answer in the chat. And once again, remember, y'all, this is about us, right? But it's really about you individually. It's about you. So you should have your cameras on right now. Some of y'all got your cameras off and you paid money to come take your life to the next level. Like, some of you got your camera off, and this literally can be the small thing that creates the big win, right? Literally understand you are your greatest strength and you are your greatest weakness. Anytime I say something and it resonate with y'all and you feel it, go, drop the ums in the chat, drop the M's in the chat. Because we're gonna build, we're gonna get heavy, right? What's really going on, right? Are we spending major time on minor things? Do we think about it like that? Are we spending major time on minor things? Are we spending minor time on major things? Things that we should be spending more time, are we actually focused, fulfilling obligations consistently until successful? What's actually going on? So I don't want to come up here and power talk to you. I want to come up here and understand what's going on with everybody individual. We'll write down your goals, right? I want you to write down your goals. In fact, let's do this right now. Everybody take a moment to write down your goals for the next 5 days. What do you want for the next 5 days? Like, what's your reason to even be here? So write down your why. Right? Write down the reason for your why, because I want to know the why behind the why. So write down the reason for the why. And then I want you to let me know exactly what you expect from yourself for the next 5 days. Because anytime you have an expectation on somebody else, what happens? You get disappointed. So there's no expectations. There's just standards, right? For what we want from other people, just certain standards that we uphold. But on ourselves, we place expectations. So raise your virtual hand. We're going to do 30 seconds or less. And I want to build with y'all. Like I told you, this is about to be intimate. This is about to be explicit in the sense of we're going to be real and transparent. If we could be real, somebody put be real in the chat. Put be real in the chat. This is how you get the best of me. People paid me $500, $1,000, sometimes $2,000 just to have conversations with them, because I do mindset minutes, right? Help you see perspectives differently, because perspectives change directions, right? So my role is to help you become more effective in less time. So whatever it is that you're coming up with, whatever it is you're dealing with, the goal is to become more effective in less time. Why? Why is that the goal? Somebody drop it in the chat. Why would becoming more effective in less time be the goal? Drop the answer in the chat. But this is what I want. I want participation, because when we show up, we glow up, right? So I expect participation on my behalf, and I have a standard for the people that's in my life. I have the best of the best, right? Like the people who pay money to be in these challenges, if you're inside this challenge right here, you're the best of the best. If you're the best of the best, let me know. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're the best of the best. I need to know what's going on. I told you I'm gonna have y'all fingers working. I told you I'm gonna have y'all on. Go. So right, so 30 seconds or less, raise your virtual hand, and I want you to express why are you here? Like, what is your reason for being here? What are you going to allow yourself permission to do? Because some of you been holding back. Some of you been tucked away, you know, hiding your true self. Some of you been hiding your true self. What is it going to take for you to take that next leap? Right. So I don't see any hands up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna call out on people. Like once again, this is interactive. This is your life. This is your hands. This is your opportunity, right? For you to take your life into your hands and really go ahead and win. Like for me, I've made multiple five, six figures in a day, millions of dollars. Got the two comma club award winner. Like at the end of the day, my role is bigger than the money. It's about the impact. My role is to help you get the best, to become the best version of yourself. But the only way I could do that is if I understand you, if I understand you, if I build with you, if I share with you, if I'm listening to you. That's why your coach brought me in, right? Your coach brought me in. And just to be honest, we're some of the people some of the most important people behind some of these challenges here. So just please understand, if you're going to get your life to the next level, you have to take accountability. And the first thing you have to do is participate in your life. Be the MVP, the most valuable participant. Let's go with the first person. I'm going to have Sunshine call out. Sunshine, go ahead.
Can you come talk to us, King?
Hey, what's going on, gang?
What's
So,
up?
my name Hugh. So I've been rocking with landlord for a minute. So like basically, like my goal in this whole thing is getting a full understanding of my next property to buy, and then getting my GC license, taking it to the next level.
Everybody send some love to Hugh in the chat. It's what we do. When people come up and share and we build, we send love to each other, all right? So one of the things for you, Hugh, like what's your reason? Like what's your why?
Because like I like properties, like and I'm really good with my hands. Like I've done demo the whole apartment from scratch and then build it back up. And like this is like I like doing that, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a good hobby that I have, and like getting nice with it for me. So I want to take it to the next level. And like my dream is to get an apartment building. Trying to work on that.
Okay, so that's definitely about to happen, right? It's definitely about to happen. It might not happen in the next 5 days, but the next 5 days is gonna set you up so that way it can happen, right? So just be prepared for that. So what I want you to do, King, as soon as you stop driving, as soon as you get the chance, even if you parked up, right? Write down there. Write this down. Because what happens is when you write this down, you take it from the mental reality, because this is the true reality, y'all. The brain is the true reality, the mind, your mind. Inside your mind has the true reality. Everything that exists out in the physical 3D printed version of reality has came from where? Drop the answer in the chat. Everything that you see that exists inside the 3D printed world, which is this physical world, came from where first? The mind. So never let anybody tell you otherwise. This is the most important muscle, the brain, that mind. You have to work your imagination. Imagination. There's 4 levels to business. I'm going to talk about that too later today. There's 4 levels of business. Imagination is the highest level. So Hugh, how do you see yourself? Where do you see? I want you to think higher. I want you to think past that apartment building.
Like a real corporate businessman, like in a penthouse and one of the big buildings, like motion, like heavy motion, couple apartment buildings, like big company.
Okay, so what does that look like? What does that person look like? What does that person smell like? What does that person feel like? How does that person talk? How does that person interact with each other? Like, let me know, build on that.
Like smell like money, like fit, work, like fit, 100% fit, healthy, you feel me? Mindset on 100, and like connections, like emotion.
Right. Big motion. Everybody drop big motion in the chat. Yeah, Sunshine, she was feeling when you said smell like money. That's her lingo right there. She likes stuff like that. She's from New York, right? She's from New York, smelling like money, right? So The one of the other things too, y'all, is your participation. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like as I mentioned before, y'all can do your own stats. I know some of y'all meet me for the first time, but you can just follow me on Instagram. You can just go down my posts. You can just track me, right? But you can Google me online. The thing about it is this: I'm not here any other reason to help you do what you said you was going to do. That's it. So if we challenge you, right? If we give y'all some information, it might seem like it may not work. But the truth of the matter is, if you already knew about this, you'll probably be doing this, right? So when we give you something that you may be confused with, or you may say, I don't think that's going to work. I want y'all to like ease your subconscious mind and eliminate the resistance. So right now, everybody has a lot of resistance. Like, think about it this way. If I said, yo, first person who come up, $10,000, how many hands would be up? A lot of hands would be up, right? So you got Cash App, King?
Yeah.
Danielle, get his Cash App. We're gonna Cash App you something, bro, for actually taking this, the leap of faith and being the first person to raise your hand. So send your Cash App to Tomoa, Danielle, or tomorrow. Just reach out to him, get that Cash App. All right. So, all right, last thing from you, King, before we let you go. What are you committed to?
Me? Like I'm committed to really building my brain and building a business. Like that's it. Like want to cut everything off, go full turkey, and just be just locked into that.
All right. So look, listen to how easily we can get. How explicit can I be with you, King? Can I be explicit with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So what I want you to focus on is the day-to-day. I do want you to have a broad scope of what's to happen, because you could plan all day, but life never really goes according to plan. It goes according to vision. So I want you to have your vision. But when I ask, right, what are your goals? We want to know the goals for the next 5 days, like literally today, tomorrow, just that right there, because these next 5 days set you up for the next 5 years. Is that clear?
Yeah, in fact. So my vision for the next 5 days, like I said earlier, is to really get a full understanding from A to Z on like on my next property to buy. A to Z,
Right.
like will know 100% like ins and out on how to make it profitable. Like, cause I want to buy multifamily, so I want to make sure like when I get into the deal, I know it 100%. I know that it's profitable. Like I know it's a good deal.
All right. I like that.
Determine if it's a good deal from a bad deal. Like,
okay, I like that. Getting information.
Just not just a realtor sending me properties and I don't know like if it look good or if it's a good deal. Like I want to know how to do the breakdown of the numbers 100%.
Right. I got you. So this is what I want from you. I want you to be able to have an accountability partner. So who can be Hugh's accountability partner? See, the flip side to it is you're just not his accountability partner. He's going to be your accountability partner. So who's willing and ready to commit to being an accountability partner with Hugh? Rachel said, Rachel, who's that? Everybody who's iPhone, change your name so that way we know who you are, because I can't really tell who is who. And he wouldn't be able to know who is who. So change your name. You said Rachel? All right, so Rachel, send Hugh a direct message, and I want to make sure y'all stay accountability partners, all right? Everybody send some love to Hugh, send some love to Rachel in the chat.
I think it's
Let's go to the next person.
Baby you, King Baby you. It looks like they had their hand up. I'm not sure, but they went to. I don't know if they was raising their hand to be the accountability partner or to speak.
Okay, could have been
accountability partner.
All right, now that we got you up here, King, come on, come back up now.
Come talk to us, King Baby you.
Oh, what you guys wanted me to talk about?
All right, so we want to know, like, from you. Hold up, let's spotlight him. Can we spotlight him? All right, so what are your goals? Like, what's your reasons for being here?
To be able to use the knowledge I learned in this class to just like Hugh said earlier, it's probably like my main goal is to get like a multifamily building and be able to. I want to get like 20 of them if possible. Like I want to be able to My whole goal to getting in real estate is just building generational wealth. So I'm just trying to I'm just trying to expand. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hold
Like,
on real quick. Hold on, King. How explicit can I be with you? Because I gotta let you have it right there. How explicit can I be with you, bro?
now, no, go ahead.
All right. Where my energy coach at? So, yo, Sunshine, where's Jasmine at?
I'm right here. I'm right
Jasmine, yo, baby, you. I want to introduce you to Jasmine. Jasmine, talk some talk because I hear a lot of trying and language creates reality, right? So before I get to that, I just want to show y'all something in real life. So what happens is this: the language produces a thought. The thought produces a belief. Now, the belief is whether you believe you can or you believe you can't. Whatever it is going to happen, right? If you believe you can't, you won't. If you believe you can, you will. But what happens is with the belief is that you produce an action. That means you take action. So if you don't believe in yourself, you be in the corner with the camera off, quiet. If you believe in yourself, you're going to camera on, you're going to share. But either one of those actions produces a certain result. And that result is your life, but it starts from language. So when it comes to language and you're saying trying to, right? Like I got this water bottle. Let me try to let it go. I could try to let it go. I'm trying. Nothing's happened. But if I just let it go, then it just goes, right? So language coach, I want Jasmine to tap in on that trying, right? Go ahead, Jazz.
Absolutely. What's going on, King? Baby, you. What's your first name, King?
Michael, I don't know why I didn't change my name. I was trying to change my username.
Okay, so instead of trying to change it, we're going to change it, right? Because the word trying, it just allows us to not complete the task or not complete what it is that we are set out to do. When you eliminate that word from your vocabulary, now it propels your energy, propels you to recharge everything that you set out for the day. Now people are seeing you differently because your steps are actually actionable and you're executing everything that you're saying you're doing. When you try, all my coaches know that is the word that gives me the regurgitations that I don't need in my life, right? Because when you try, you allow yourself to not get it done. So if you could, for the next 5 days for this challenge, right? Me, Michael, right? You say your first name, Michael, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Look at you, real time, right? You didn't try to
Correct.
change it. You did change it. So the language is important. So the next 5 days and for the rest of the lifestyle, for the rest of your lifetime. But we're going to start with the first 5 days. We don't ever want to hear you say the word trying. And anybody around you that says it, I want you to just ask them what they said. Just ask them to repeat their sentence until they get it, because there is no trying when we are on a mission. We are owning those apartment buildings, right? You're not trying to own them. You are owning them. You are working on owning them. You are building your platform to own them, right? So I appreciate you, Coach Crew, because y'all know that word. That word is not in our vocabulary. We are executors. So I appreciate you, King. Thank you for changing your name.
All right, great stuff, Jasmine. In real time, we're talking about real time results. I know, y'all, I know it's something so small like that, but it's the small wins that create the big gains, right? It's when you make up your bed in the AM and you feel like, damn, I feel accomplished. It's when you eat healthy food, you feel, damn, I feel good. When you get enough sleep and you wake up, it's like, I'm rested, right? So it's the small wins that create the big gains. And Michael, you doing that in real time. I want to show you how in real time these things are happening. You don't have to wait. Trying is like you're waiting for something, right? I'm trying, I'm waiting. No, look, I'm just doing, right? Everybody put in the chat, I'm doing. Everybody put in the chat, I'm doing. Now, for you, King, I'm showing you in real time that you're building your empire right now, right? It's happening right now. Like you just gained 4 or 5 new other people in your circle. Now I'm going to link you up with an accountability partner. Now you're just gaining somebody else. So you're doing it already, but it's the awareness that you have to have around it to understand that you are already doing this thing. Who can be Michael's accountability partner? See how he raises his hand for somebody else, and now he's about to give. Who can be his accountability partner?
Hello, can I speak? Can y'all hear me?
Yo, you got to raise our virtual hands, y'all, because we can't see it, and we got to keep it organized. Who's that? You raising your physical hand, your virtual. You raising your physical hand virtually, like you do. I get it. But now you're gonna raise your virtual hand.
Listen, I don't know how to use this technology stuff.
Mr. Chicago got a hand up in the chat. Who's that?
We gonna go. Hold up. We gonna go with Rochelle. Is it Rochelle or Rashid?
Raheem.
Raheem.
Rasheem
with an L.
Yeah, with an M, but it's spelled on here with a. It's kind of messed up.
Okay, cool. Got you. All
That's
right,
the
cool,
same
cool.
person.
I was getting ready to say that these moms, I know they be coming up with some names now, but damn,
Yeah,
how you get
uh,
machine with the L? Like, okay, like
yeah,
teach me.
yeah,
But
yeah,
all
yeah.
right,
Ain't nothing. But listen,
cool.
I'm pretty much like into the same thing with the real estate, the properties and stuff. So I'm already doing a lot of this stuff. Like I'm already familiar with a lot of the stuff they was talking about. Like the other guy was saying he need help with the numbers and running all that. So I'm already good with a lot of that stuff already. I'm good with raising capital and all that. So I'm just trying to pretty much get to the more having time to actually do it. So I would need to delegate that stuff to other people because I'm busy doing like other things like working. So I really need to have the. So I would be good to be a mentor and them type of people that's a little bit under me, but not that just need a little bit of help. So I'll definitely be a good accountability party in that aspect. But as far as like having the time to actually hold their hand and walk them through it, that probably wouldn't be the best thing. But as far as like definitely giving them the tools that they can use to do it themselves would be good.
Okay, I got you, King. So you're gonna partner up with Michael. So Michael and Rasheen, Rasheen with the M or the N, because somebody else put it in the chat and it kind of threw me off.
With an M.
M. All right, cool. Rasheen. So, all right, cool. Rasheen and Michael. Can we just change his name? Somebody go back there and change his name. Let me do it for you, King.
Yeah.
So he
Hold on.
volunteered
I'm
for
probably
as
same
well.
problem I was having. But
It's
yeah.
all good. All right, so we back in action with it. All right, so Michael and Rasheen link up, exchange information so that way y'all can build. Y'all inside the Telegram group?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So y'all link up and y'all build. All right, everybody send love to Michael and Rasheen. This is how real time we getting results in real time. We're building. It just met a whole new person. You never know the next person that comes up might be your next business partner. Who would have thought? Like Rasheen, while Rasheen's watching, he didn't think that Michael would be his partner. Michael raises his hand to be somebody else's accountability partner. He didn't think that Rasheen would come, right? So we don't know exactly what's important. That we don't know what's we don't know what's happening. So we have to actually make it up as we go, right? We're making it up as we go. Everybody put into the chat, I'm making it up as I go. Right? You're making it up as you go. Please, everybody send some love also to Michael and Rasheen. Let's go to the next person. I want to build like this, y'all. Like, because I see some hands coming up, which is great, but I don't see as many hands that I would like to see come up because everybody's a star of their own movie. When you come together, you co-star. When there's a bunch of people acting in that star power, it's like a galaxy of superstars, and that makes for a great night. This is why high level people love being with high level people, because it's just a great energy, great vibe, right? And what we want to do is we want to make this high level, high energy. So if you're just sitting around on the sidelines, I understand it's brand new to you. Get over it. Let's go. Get over it. Get in the game and let's get up because I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting. I know some of you are tired of waiting. Who in here is tired of waiting? If you're tired of living a life that you're just sick of, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Because I know for a fact, like I said, some of y'all are just so busy being good and you forgot about your greatness. What about if you were just great? What about if you really show your greatness? Like, what would really happen? What about if you stop playing small? You sitting on a, because I know sometimes y'all be looking good. Y'all go to the club, y'all get all dressed up, you smell good, you feel good. But then what you do when you get there? You sitting on the wall. You got one drink in your hand because you don't want to look like you don't have a drink in your hands. You just get the drink for no reason. Like, drink good, you better finish the whole drink like that. I need another one because I feel empty without having it in my hand. Like, I want y'all to realize that you are now amongst other like-minded individuals. Like, you don't have to play the background, because I know growing up, I used to have to dim my light just so other people can not be afraid of my shine. I used to have to dim my light just because other people were comfortable walking in their own darkness. So when I shine my light, it makes them uncomfortable. Some of you are dealing with the same thing. If we come up here and we say anything that you relate to, we come up here and say anything that you resonate with, put Yana in the chat. YANA, you are not alone. Right? Because we want to build this community. My goal, my vision is to build a community full of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. Let me be real. How does that sound to y'all? Like, does that sound like that's something that y'all want to be part of? Do you want to be part of love, connectivity, financial prosperity? Some of you are gonna say no. That's fine. I'm only talking to the people that really want to be part of that, right? So when workout comes up and he's giving you a challenge to take your life and create something special, it's because you deserve it. The ancestors chose you. Drop in the chat, the ancestors chose me. The ancestors chose you. How are you repaying them? How are you repaying yourself? Are you giving it everything you got? Julian, I've been seeing you type in the chat. I love it, but I want to hear your voice. Why? Because you got a voice that people need to hear. Why? Because you got something inside of you that other people need, right? You got a spirit inside of you. You got a thought. You got an idea inside of you that needs to be shared. And you know what? I'm gonna share my screen because y'all playing games with the time. I tell y'all like this: I don't play games with time. I do what I need to do right here in real time, right? Y'all playing around with it. When you play around with the time, you're gonna find out that you're behind. All right. So this is what I want. This is what I want. I want to share something with y'all real fast. I want to share something with y'all. I want to share these notes. I usually don't like to show all my notes, but hey, look, y'all getting a sneak peek. All right, cool. You want to set your family up for a lifetime of success. I'm not even going to read all of this. I'm just going to read a little bit and I'm going to go down to where I really want to show you. Right. So some of us are feeling exhausted, right? You work ceaselessly, like you work nonstop. How many of y'all work to 40? When we say to 40, that's a 9 to 5. How many of y'all work to 40? Some of y'all work to 50 and to 60. But why are you doing it? Are you doing it because your parents said, get up, go to school, get a job? Are you doing it because you need to pay your bills? Right? What's your true reason? Like some of y'all reasons is financial freedom. Y'all want financial legacy.
Yeah,
right? Right? Y'all want to really take your lives to the next level. But you've been in a cyclical situation. You've been in a cycle, right? You've been seeing the same things every day, right? You got trapped into what we call the 5-day work week. To be real, it's a scam in itself, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you hear those days, but no day is ever the same day. No day is ever the same day. They built those days so that way people can categorize them, so that way they can classify them, and therefore be able to align them to do whatever they want to do. But what about you doing what you want to do? Do you have to go to your work and you have to ask for permission to go to the bathroom or ask for permission to get time off? Is that you? If that's you, put me in the chat. Do you go to work and then, you're being overworked and underpaid? Put me in the chat. Working a 9 to 5, working the 40 is not going to get you to financial prosperity. And the truth, that's why all of you are here. I know y'all came here for workout, came here for properties, y'all came here to learn something, get a little funding. But the truth of the matter is, and I always say this, the truth of the matter is you came to change your life. Mindset, tool set, asset, right? So you got to have the mindset that creates the skill set, which is the tools. The tools bring the asset. So incomes follows assets. So you have to have assets. Whether you believe it or not, you have to have assets. And most of y'all know that's why y'all in here, because you want to acquire some assets. But one thing that you may not be thinking about is the 4 levels of business and how to set your family up for a legacy. See, now, the implementation level, this is the person that works the most. They get paid the least. They have the least income and they have the least impact. But guess what? They spend 80% of their time working. If that's you, put me in the chat. The other thing about it is they trade physical skills for money. You're trading muscles, right? You're trading time for money. That can only last but so long. So now the next level of business or level of value is the unification stage. This is the managerial stage. Some of y'all probably just managers, right? And you manage people. But guess what? If you're the manager, you might make 40K to 250K. And then, like I mentioned, you want family legacy, right? You want financial freedom, financial prosperity. You got to use your imagination. When I ask you what are your goals, that's your imagination at work. When you got fear, that's a bad imagination. Fear is just a bad imagination. Working a 9 to 5 is just a bad imagination. It doesn't mean you can't use it as a stepping stone. Your business probably would be, your work will be your first business partner, right? Because you can leverage them paying you direct deposits straight into your business bank account and use that as transaction history to go out and get access to $100,000, $300,000 with no doc loans, with different approaches, right? But the unification level is still just trading time for money. You make a little more impact, a little more income than the implementation, a little bit more than the implementation level. However, you still overwork % of your time working and 20% of your time enjoying your life. Now, here's where things get interesting. So I asked everybody to raise their hand. Only a couple people raised their hand. Only a couple people shouted. I know Rasheem was like, yo, look, I'm trying to raise my hand. I don't know this technology, but he communicated that, and now he's going to learn the technology, right? Just so you know, minimum wage with communication is $100,000 to $100 million. This is the entertainers that you see. These are the actors, the actresses, right? These are the politicians. These are these people. These are a person like myself who just communicates the idea. I just communicate the idea to people. What's the idea? The idea is to become more effective in less time. How do we do it? Through strategic partnerships. What happens as a result? Multiple streams of income. How many of you want multiple streams of income? See, it's not about having multiple streams of income from multiple businesses. It's having one stream of having one business, but having multiple streams of income from that one business. How do we do that? We do that by utilizing the imagination. Look at the minimum wage on imagination, y'all. What could you do with an extra $1 million? Like, forget that. Go back down to the communication. What could you do with an extra 100K? What can you do with an extra 100K? Right? The key here is to use your imagination, though, because the most important, the most incredible, the most outstanding ideas are probably somewhere in the graveyard with the people who are too afraid to share, with the people who are too afraid to step into their light. Don't let that be you. You do not have time. This is almost a year to the day. Lost my grandmother right after performing. Came right off a stage, drove up 11 hours to go see one of my brothers. Then I go to New York City. Grandmother go to the hospital. She passed away. She went in the hospital on Friday, passed away on Sunday. I visited her on Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Came the next day, Saturday, brought some juices. She was sleeping. I was like, I don't want to wake her. Little did I know that was the last time I would see her. 6 months later after that, my dad passed away. Literally 2 days before that, we're on FaceTime, on live. We're in Miami. We just came back from being on the boat, like on a yacht. Yeah, all of our students and mentees out there. Great night. We're present. All of this. We get on the phone the next day. My brother leave. I'm still there. All of my brothers, we on the call. And my dad, we just talking, chopping it up. I take a flight to North Carolina. 2 days later, yo, I got bad news. So please understand. What's the penalty for inactivity? When you don't act, what's your penalty for inactivity? You gotta use your imagination, y'all, because we're running out of time here. I don't know everybody's situation, but I know that you can't wait anymore. I know you can't wait anymore. You have to use your imagination. The person that creates the idea gets the most income, has the most impact. But that person gets to spend 80% of their time doing whatever it is that they want to do, only 20% of the time working. If that's something that you want, put me in the chat. Put me. If that's you, put me in the chat. The person who used the imagination, the creation, they get 80% of their time back. What would you do with 80% of your time? How could you live with 80% of your time? So during this 5-day challenge, you will be prompted to use your time wisely to get most information that you need, just like Rasheem said, so he could delegate, right? So that way other people can help you, because that is the way that you're going to be successful. Everybody who works to 40, that is what is being applied to you. They're taking you, they're taking your colleague, your coworker, all these other people, they put them together, and then now the person who created the idea becomes more effective in less time while you go out and do all the work. When are you tired of sitting? When is enough enough? If enough is enough, put enough in the chat. When is enough enough? If right now is enough, put enough in the chat. So the way to take your life to the next level, right, is understanding the skill set. Skill set is the new thing, right? So it's your mindset plus your tool set. So your mindset is the GPS to your success. Your tool set is the tools that you need to get you to this, the vehicle, right? Your PIVs, the passive income vehicles. But the skill set is being able to use your mind to control the PIVs, and that's how you get multiple streams of income. So not just that, what I'm saying is this: we created multiple streams of income from one storage facility, right? So we got a storage facility under contract. With the storage facility, not only did we did a business inside of that with the moving company, we just partnered up, got 30% with the moving company, right? Just 30%. We're not running that program, but we're just taking 30%. So who has to move their stuff? Everybody, almost everybody who uses the storage facilities, right? But okay, what if they're moving their stuff, but they get hungry and thirsty or something like that? We put vending machines there. Okay, not even that, just that. We got a lot of land. What about if somebody's doing Toro? What about if some of these companies need to store their vans? I got a garage and parking spaces that we could charge $100, $200 for each parking spot per month. So you see how we have multiple streams of income from one acquisition? Not even just that, we do Amazon Drop Center, right? So now people can come drop their packages off. You're getting paid just by being a liaison, right? So being the middleman. But that's the new skill. The new skill is becoming more effective in less time by utilizing your mind plus your tools to create assets. And then from there, you want to get multiple streams of income from one thing. What's the one thing that everybody has right now? The one thing that everybody has right now is your story. That's the one thing you have right now. You can get paid off your story. If you created your story and you created an ebook from your story, and then from the ebook, you created an audio of the ebook, and then from the audio of the ebook, you created a video series. Then from the video series of that ebook, from that audio, you created an in-person workshop. On that, you created a downsell for another product. That is 5-6 streams of income just from one piece of material. So when landlord and everybody's giving you these options to go ahead and be able to use these strategies to acquire properties, you got to think, okay, how can I become more effective in less time? You got a property with the parking spaces, you're gonna upsell that, right? Or maybe you got a property, but okay, I live near a college town. Okay, cool, let's get all the college students, right? You got to become more effective in less time. But what I want to do is this, because we're getting ready to run out of time. I want to do this. Any feedback from what I said, anything that stands out to you, anything that you want to share, now would be the time. Right? Did you have any breakthrough? Did you have any thought? Was there anything there that could have helped you out? Just raise your virtual hand and we're going to call up on you. We're going to do 30 seconds or less. This is the second time I'm saying this and nobody's putting their hands up. Mr. Chicago, you got to put your hands up on the app. So you're on Zoom, right? You're on Zoom, right? Go down to the reactions and raise your virtual hand so that way we can get you right. Because we're gonna build. We're here for 4 more days. We're gonna build, but the key thing is for us to get your all. Who's gonna give 110% effort? All right, Queen, I see you up here with your phone. It says iPhone. Let's change your name so that way we can call you and address you by your name, Queen. Let's spotlight her. What's up, Queen? How you feeling?
Hi.
You okay? You
I'm
feeling a
sorry.
little emotional?
Yeah.
I have my iPhone
I'm,
on. I'm on the freeway right now. How you doing?
Oh, my bad. I'm talking to a bunch of iPhones. All right, hold on. Let's get clarity.
Okay,
Hold on.
I was
I'm getting let me hold up.
crashing, but I just want you to know I'm here. Okay.
Yeah, I got you, Dominique.
Okay.
Don't crash. Don't crash. I need you safe and I need you sound. Don't
All
crash.
right. God bless.
Right. Peace, Queen. So stay on, stay tapped in. But I want to make sure that we are setting ourselves up for success. Like, let's just be real. That's the whole point. To set ourselves up for success. What's
absolutely.
going on, Queen? You feeling emotional? What's happening?
Basically talking about your grandmother because I lost mine. I'm sorry, it's really early, but I am getting off of like a 16-hour shift and I got to be back to work at 4 o'clock. But I am in a breakthrough moment because when I get like, I guess, signs from her, I wasn't expecting for you to say anything about your grandmother. So I definitely do feel like I'm going in the right direction with things right now. So I just wanted to say that.
What's your name, Queen?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yes.
Charlie, you are amazing just by existing and you being in this room, right? Because there's only what 50 of us in this room, 40 of us in this room, but literally you could be somewhere else. You just came over 16-hour shift, you got to be back at 4, right? So literally you could be doing something else. I just want to give y'all some love right now. Can everybody send some love to Charlie in the chat? Everybody send love to Charlie. I want you to feel loved and appreciated, heard, felt, and seen. This is why we ask y'all to come up. I just want y'all to know something. What if it gets tough, you got to get tougher. When my grandmother passed away, y'all, literally I was in New York City. Phone calls at the phone calls and phone calls. It's 5 a.m. I finally get up because I get up at 5. I usually get up at 5:30, but got up at 5. Check my phone. What's going on? Nah, call so-and-so. Call my sister. Okay, what's up? Oh, your grandmother just passed away. What? I just spoke to her last night, just came from the gym, just spoke to her last night. The last words that she said was this. Oh boy, they coming in here to give me more medication or something? That was her last words that I heard her say. So all right, I'm gonna call you back. Never got to speak to her again. Literally 5 o'clock, I get ready to drive down to New Jersey. It's about a 2.5 hour ride or so. I get there around 8:15. I run upstairs. First of all, I sign in. They don't tell me anything when I sign in. I sign in. I run to her room. Nobody's there. In fact, everything is clean. Everything is removed. There's like a new sign up for a new patient and all this other stuff. There's directions and all that stuff already. This is literally, she just passed away about 4 something, right? So literally 5 o'clock. I got that call, drove down. By 8 o'clock, she was already gone, moved out. I didn't get to see her at that point. And I still had to come on for 8:30 a.m. to be on these calls. Some people who you see as my coaches, they're actually mentees, right? And some of those mentees was on that call, just like how you are right here, right now. And I was up like, yeah, what's up, y'all? Giving everybody the energy. And truth be told, I just literally lost my grandmother. The mother, she became my mother after my mom passed away. And I know if anybody understands that, you know how deep that is. So I'm sending you a lot of love, Charlie, and I want you to say, even though she passed, guess what? I felt empowered. Because why? Because without her, I don't even stand here. Like I always tell people, I got the blood of a queen in my veins. I got the blood of a king in my veins. The ancestors have chosen me. Now, guess what? This is how I looked at it. I got to live with one of my ancestors. I got to be, because now she is that. Now she's an ancestor to all of other people that were like the younger generation that's coming up that don't really know her. But now I got to experience her. And I got to, she lives within me. So that carries this motivation to say, I got to go out and be the best. Why? Because life is short. What's the point of suffering? This all risky. Getting a business is risky. All of this is risky. Having children is risky. Working 9 to 5 is risky. All of it's risky. It's so risky, I'm not getting out alive.
Absolutely. I work on the front line, so I deal with it every day. I work inside of a max prison, so I deal with that on a day-to-day basis. So I'm just tired. 11 years being inside, I'm tired.
So look, my dad was a captain and correctional officer at first, became a captain, right? And I have some family members who in there. I want you to tell me, what are you committed to? Like, what's your reason for being here? What's your why?
My mom, you can tell, like, I'm the only child, she is too. When she lost her mother, which was my grandmother, I feel like I had to step in line because I didn't want to feel like selfish. So it's like, being a first time home buyer, which I'm in my house now, and I've been in there for like 3 years, and I built my house from the ground up, was a big accomplishment she hasn't seen yet. So to be in that space and, to see her in a space where all this was wood and no walls was put up, that felt good for her to see that. You know what I'm saying? But I always wanted to be the bigger and seeing my purpose way more than where I am. Like, I just don't want to stop. I don't want to settle. Like, I felt like I settled in time frames of my life. I want more. So I got, I think the guy's name was Michael earlier. Like the try was that for me, like years back. Like I tried, and I felt like I was procrastinating. So it's like, for me, it's a do. Like I have to. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff that my mother hasn't seen in her time frame, I want to be able to show her that, to be able to give more life back into her, because she's so complacent into working this job and working this 9 to 5 and paying these bills. I don't want to just work to pay whatever need to come in the mail every month. Like, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be able to have it where I'm able to just get up, close out a deal, just make my own life work for me instead of working it for somebody else. Because that's pretty much what I'm doing right now.
Right.
And I'm just tired of working for somebody else.
So I want you to think about it this way. How explicit can I be with you?
You can, as real as you can.
Okay, love that. Absolutely love that. Because I want us to have a safe space. I want us to build.
Absolutely.
I want us to connect authentically. But I always need consent before, I say stuff, because I just can't just say
Absolutely. I take 100% criticism very well.
100%. Love that. I really want you to see it in a perspective of how young is your mom?
She will be 54 in March.
54. Does she live near you?
No, I'm in Maryland. She's in DC.
Maryland, DC.
But,
So
I mean,
it's
we're
about
close.
what?
We're close.
Hour,
Like
30
maybe
minutes?
45 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, maybe like 45 minutes from where I am.
Okay. So how often do you see her?
Talk to her every day. See her at least like 3-4 times out of the week.
Okay.
Because she works very close to my job.
I would love for you to ponder this, right? How many more times do you actually have to see your mom? Like, just looking at it from life expectancy, how many times do you actually, like, count the number of times, being if you do 4 times a week, but how many times do you actually have, right? And when you do that math is an illusion. Because you don't know. But doing the math on that, then coming to the realization that you don't know, but understanding that every day just takes one day away from the fact that you won't see your mom again. That is what transforms your mind to say, you know what? I better make sure I'm present in her life. I better make sure I move with speed, fast, velocity, because how am I going to be able to do that? I was just getting ready to purchase a new car for my grandma. Literally, I pulled up with my car. She didn't even get to see my car. I'm just like, because I was surprised with it. She, I just started driving, y'all, like 3 years ago. I used to know how to drive. I mean, I knew how to drive, but I never got my license 3 years ago. You understand? So for her to see me in these different cars, it was like, what do you drive? Like, yeah, you didn't know that though, because I'll be putting in work, right? So I was practicing. But the thing about it is this: it was never about me getting in a car. The thing was about me moving with speed, because I'm the star of my movie. Everybody else is the co-stars, or they might be a background extra. Depending on how you feel about that person, you got to move with that type of level of speed, right? Of energy. And what I mean by that is, how important is she to you? Because you only have X amount of days to spend with her. So you want to spend up most of those days working towards the goal, or you want to spend most of those days living inside that goal? So that is the new thought. That's the new thought frame, right? So the next 5 days, I want you to challenge yourself to go harder than you've ever gone. Because I know, just like some of us, how many of us settle? How many of us been settling on what we can do? Because you are already doing 100% of who you are. But if you settling is a little selfish, right? Like, to your mom, isn't settling a little selfish? So I just want everybody to be present with that. Anything else you wanted to add, Charlie, before we go to Regina?
Let's just get this money. That's how I feel about it. I want everybody in the chat to just be able to, hold everybody accountable, because it's not going to be easy and it ain't going to be fast, but everybody got to be accountable. So.
Right. So who's going to be Charlie's accountability partner? Who can be Charlie's accountability partner? Let me know in the chat. And I want y'all to get this. This is the biggest thing. Oh, okay. Regina says she will. Regina right there too. So great job. So Regina and Charlie are going to connect with each other and build. Here's the thing, y'all. When you're home, right, and you're in your environment, tell me the number of friends that would do things like this, would get on challenges, get into rooms where they can learn more, become more. They study courses. Drop the number of friends that you have. Drop the number of friends that you have. Be honest and be transparent. Drop the number of friends that, damn, he said 0. Michael said 0. Oh, zeros are coming out. 1, 2, 2, 1 or 2. 1 or 2 there. That's a 1. If it's a 1 or 2, it's a 1. You gotta kind of guess on it. That might be 0 now. 1 or 2 may be 1.
That ain't even a 1.5.
Right. How many people are in this room? In this Zoom room right now, how many people are in this room? So how many people you have a chance to like think about it? You already are being more effective in less time. You're pretty much 10xing the people that you have around you to help you succeed. Now let's just think about it this way. And I know I'm going over time a little bit, y'all. If I could go over time a little more, just put 5 more minutes in the chat. If we can go 5 more minutes, because yeah, I'm gonna be real. Y'all being a little tough crowd now. I've been trying to warm y'all up to get y'all, but y'all are a little tough, you know. So we're gonna need some time. And I thank everybody for raising their hand to come through, but y'all a little tough now. All right. So when we talk about 33 extra people that can operate at the high level, be the best of the best, just let me ask you a question. If just 5 of your friends or 6 of your friends or 10 of your friends were operating the way you were, where could you be in life? Put the answer in the chat. Charlie, you can say it, but put the answer in the chat. Everybody else put the answer in the chat. Charlie, you can say it.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
So how much further along would you be if you had like 10 or so friends that operate the way you operate, looking for development and getting into mentorships and bettering themselves?
I feel like we can go extra far, absolutely, because everybody has their hands in different things. You know, you have some people that are visual learners and some people hands-on. You know, like I think if everybody works as a whole, you can get a lot more stuff done versus you trying to do everything by yourself.
Right. So I love that, because knowing means nothing. Everybody drops this in the chat. Knowing means nothing, because y'all know y'all should be linking up with people. How many of us are going to actually do it? You know you should eat healthier. You know you should work out. How many of us are doing it? So knowing means nothing. It's not about knowing. It's about being. Who are you being? The person that you are being is the person that you're going to allow yourself to earn the right to have the experience of whatever it is that you're being. So when I talked about my possibilities being love, connectivity, and financial prosperity, the only way that I actually see those things come to fruition is if I'm the reflection of it. If I'm loving, if I'm connected, if I'm putting myself in spaces to get opportunities for financial prosperity and actually willing to put my money down to have my money grow and have money babies, right? So for you, it's the same. Think about it this way. You got 33 other people inside of this room. Who's going to take advantage? Who's going to take advantage? That's why I'm sitting up here and saying, yo, can y'all partner with each other? Hey, can you do this? Why? Because I'm showing you in real time what it takes. All it takes is for you to say, hey, I need a partner. That's it. But you got 33 people in here. Y'all got me clapping like a girl from Brooklyn. Anytime I start clapping like a girl from Brooklyn, I'm going off. Just understand. I want you to understand this. I want you to understand that you are greatness. Everybody say that. I am greatness. Look at yourself in the camera and say, I am greatness.
I am greatness.
Look at yourself in the camera and say, you are greatness.
You are greatness.
Right. Talk to Charlie. Charlie, you talk. You want to do exercise real quick, Charlie?
Come on, we can do exercise. I'm with
All
it.
right. So I want you to do these things. I want you to say these 3 steps, right? One thing you forgive Charlie for, one thing you're happy about for Charlie, and then one thing you commit to Charlie. But I want you to look at Charlie and I want you to be vulnerable, because she's that person that's been with you through thick and thin. Even though sometimes you have negative self-talk about her, you be putting her down, you say these things about her, but she has always been there for you. So now is your opportunity to give that love to her. One thing you forgive yourself for, or one thing you forgive Charlie for.
You want me to say it out loud?
Well, I posed the question a little wrong, but let me tweak it up. You're forgiving yourself for doing it to Charlie like that. Like, what do you forgive yourself for, you know, the way that you behave with Charlie? So I do want you to say that out loud, and I really want you to look at yourself in the reflection.
So I definitely will say I've came a long way from suicidal thoughts. So I'm glad that I'm in a very much better space. So I can forgive myself for just, you know, being a little too hard on myself. Because I think some friends of mine, they tell me that I'm a little hard on myself. I don't give myself enough credit. So this year was definitely, I've been patting myself on the back lately. So I'm good with that. So I forgive myself for that.
Snap it up, clap it up for yourself. You got to acknowledge yourself. Snap it up, clap it up, baby. Right? So now I want you to change it, and I want you to talk to Charlie. What do you forgive Charlie for? Because now you're going to feel something different now. But you have to look at her. Don't run away from her, because I see you avoiding her already.
Because that's hard to think about on the Zoom call. I don't know. I can.
Let's put
Forgive
it this way.
myself
If you
for?
did this, you get that, you get those millions that you want. Let's just think about it that way. If you did this, you get access to 10K extra in this month. Like, just think about it that way.
I can forgive myself.
No, do it with Charlie.
for-
Say, Charlie, I forgive you for it.
Charlie, I forgive you for not really holding your feelings like out loud, like expressing them out loud, not a big expresser. So I forgive myself for that because I should
Okay.
be a little bit more open and direct instead
All
of
right.
being a little bit, I guess, not trying to be angry, but I forgive myself for that.
Okay. What are you happy for Charlie for? Like, what are you happy for?
I'm happy for life. I'm
But
happy
look at
for
her
the
though.
day.
Look at her. Look at her, because I know you're doing that avoidance tactic. But look at her and talk to her.
I am happy for life. I'm happy for just being blessed to be able to get up every morning and talk to the people that I love and cherish the most. I'm thankful for time. So I'm just all around grateful in this moment.
Okay. So this is what it would look like, right? So when you talk to Charlie, you would say something like, I'm happy that you were able to do X, Y, and Z. I'm happy that you are finally choosing and prioritizing your mental health. I'm happy that you are like, that is where I want you to connect that. That's the space, because when you do that, because I'm gonna be real, and this goes for everybody, but there's a you inside of you that you haven't met yet that you're unwilling to pull out only because of something. And the something is, we'll get to that tomorrow through our meditation, but the something is something from the past that you're not allowing yourself to move on from. But you have to. You have to move on from this, because that is your next level. Your next level, if you're ever going to feel light, if you're ever going to feel amazing, you got to shed some of that weight that's been holding you down. And you're already doing such a great job. And this is the first time we're all meeting. So I thank you for being so transparent and vulnerable in this space right now. I want the best for you. And the way that you're going to get the best is if you want the best for you. Instead of holding on to the settling version of yourself, right now I want you to explore something with Charlie. And the thing I want you to explore is your vulnerability to connect with her. Because that is what's happening. The disconnect, you have been avoiding her like she's the plague, like she's like COVID, like you've been avoiding her. But she's right there the whole time, and she's the one that's been patting your back. What are you happy about her for? Like, what are you happy for when it comes to her?
I'm happy for her confidence, actually. Right now, I'm in a very weird space right now because I feel like we're having like a therapy session with 33 people. Like, y'all my family now. But I'm happy. It's a lot, because I know we got only 5 minutes, but I'm happy. I'm in a good place. I honestly am. I'm in a good place.
Charlie, after this, you're gonna be the most popular person inside the group chat. Just so you know.
That's
After
what I'm
this,
saying. And I'm holding everybody accountable, and I'm everybody's
right,
accountability partner.
right.
Regina, I ain't
So,
forget.
last thing, look, Regina, she's ready on you right now. Regina didn't even speak yet. She ready on you. All right, we're gonna bring up Regina in a second. But Charlie, so what's the one thing that you commit to Charlie? Like, what are you committing to her? Talk to her though. Charlie, I commit to you.
I'm committing that I'm not going to procrastinate because I definitely was getting that trait from my mother. So
Wait, hold on. You're doing it again. You got an avoidance behavior when it comes to yourself. And I need this to clear up, because when you clear this up, like, sky's the limit.
it'll be
That's
gone.
one thing that's in your way right now. I want you to speak to her like as if she's another person and say, Charlie, I'm committed to this. I'm committed to showing up for you. I'm committed to doing XYZ for you. I need you to speak to her, have that relationship with her.
Charlie, I am committing that I'm going to hold you accountable at all times. I'm going to make sure that you are just staying on the right track and on the right task to do what you need to do, and encourage yourself every day that you can do it. That's what I'm going to do.
I love
And
that. And how does that make you feel right now?
I feel good.
Charlie might be one of them Charlie's Angels that's a little bad though, because I see the finger you give her. You got one more time for you to come over and mess this up. You got this, like Charlie running on thin ice right now. I see. Okay,
Just a little bit.
so give her some
But,
grace. So
yeah.
I got it. Did y'all see in real time? Did y'all see in real time how her friends was actually correct about how she is so hard on herself? Did you see the gestures? Right. This is the thing that probably has been done. Has that been done to you? Did somebody speak to you this way?
Yes.
Like, did somebody speak
Yes.
to you this way? Okay,
When I
because
was
you're
a kid,
speaking
yes.
to yourself that way critically, where I know if we weren't here, you probably say some critical things to yourself. But I want you to realize that's just one percentage of a billion of possibilities in which ways you can speak to yourself. That's just one. But you're choosing that one when you could choose a different one, where you could choose to have your arms out like this because Charlie actually needs a hug right now. If Charlie was able to be hugged and loved and appreciated, heard, felt, and seen, that changes the game for her.
Right.
Right? I don't know what it's like to be the only child, but I know what it's like to be separated from my brothers, my sisters, my siblings. So there's times where I did feel the only child. So I understand that we need these things. We need to feel loved, heard, felt, and seen. And I want you to see that for yourself. Okay.
Yes.
If Charlie, excuse me, Charlie did a great job today. Everybody send some love in the chat. Charlie, what was this experience like for you?
I felt like I just went through my first therapy session. So this was
Hey,
good.
let's
I feel
go.
good about
We
that.
shedded some things off, right? Good stuff.
Yeah,
Clap it up,
I
clap it
feel a
up for
little
yourself.
lighter.
Right. And that's what I was talking about. I was talking about that lightness because that lightness is that encouragement that allows you to go out there to execute. And when you go out there and execute, it gives you more confidence. When you get more confidence, you think that you can do great things. When you think you can do great things, you do great things. And what happens is by you doing great, you get great. You no longer get good, you get great. So thank you for that, Charlie. If Charlie impacted you in any way, somebody send some love in the chat. I promise you after this, Charlie, you're gonna be the most popular one inside the Telegram. All right,
Appreciate it.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
Great stuff, Queen. Let's go to the last person and we're wrapping up your accountability partner, Charlie, which is Regina.
Regina.
Hey everyone, how are you?
What's up? Doing well. How you feeling today?
I'm tired. I just got off not that long ago and got him doing the most. So that's why I keep getting off camera. I have a little baby in the background on 10.
Shout out to the baby. Shout out to everybody. Drop the word baby in the chat because we got the baby in the room getting the game. All right, baby's going in the room getting the game. Shout out to the baby. All right, go ahead, Queen. So for you, anything that you want to share that you had? Why did you have your hand raised?
Because when you came, you said, why are we here and stuff? Like I'm here, not just for myself. I'm here because I want to. This was on my mind for a long time before anybody even started getting real estate. I want to get a community. Well, I am going to get a community, not just for me, for everyone. Like I don't want to have these kids growing up experiencing what we experience. I want them to be great and be able to have resources and everything. But I don't want to be too long because he's going to start going off. But there's a lot of ideas I have. I just want to just give back and have them able to be able to experience stuff that we wasn't able to experience. I don't want my kids working a 9 to 5 or having to answer to people. And I just want them to have time to experience and enjoy life. So, yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
How explicit can I be with you, Regina?
I didn't hear you.
How explicit can I be with you?
Go ahead. You can.
No, you got to answer it. How explicit can I be with you?
Go ahead, get it. I'm okay.
You have to. All right, y'all. Just so y'all understand, it's power in the tongue. So when you answer the question, it gives you power. So when you say "go ahead, get it," that's not really answering. That's like, let me see if I want to listen to it. So what I'm asking is, how explicit can I be with you? Can I be transparent? Can I be real with you?
Yes, you can. You can be real.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. So what happens if everything that you said that you want, and what's your, is that your son?
Yes.
What's his name?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. What happens if Jeremiah, right?
With a Y.
Jeremiah.
Yes.
All right. That's nice. I like that. I never heard Jeremiah, but that's good. I like that one. So think about it this way. what happens if you never execute on your goals? And then Jeremiah grows up, and now Jeremiah has the repeated life that you say you didn't want to happen, right? And then he's probably worse off now because of all the tools and technology that's happening here. How would that make you feel? Like, it all started because you never really fulfilled your dream. So how would that make you feel?
That's crushing. That's devastating.
Why? Why would it be devastating?
Because I don't want them to experience what I experienced. It's going to be worse as they get older. So I don't want that to happen.
Yes, Mom.
So what must you do in order to avoid that?
Hold myself accountability, and make sure I do the stuff that I need to do, not just for me. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for the next generation.
Okay. So what are you giving yourself permission to do? Because if I'm being explicit with you, I kind of sense there's some avoidance behavior there with yourself. Like, just by what you're doing, I could tell you avoid certain things due to confrontation or due to wanting to feel some type of way, but you avoid doing what you need to do for you for the sake of somebody else's feelings, which is what I'm just hearing. I don't know how true that is. You can let me know if that's true, but through your language, I'm hearing that. So for you, I want to know, what are you going to give yourself permission for? Like, what permission to do what?
To get up and do what I need to do, and make sure I do the work and hold myself accountable, making sure I don't care how tired I am, just making sure I get to my goals.
Okay. How many people around you support you in the way that you want to be supported?
One.
Okay, that's what I'm getting. Is that your husband? Is that your who's that? Who is that?
A friend.
Just a friend? That's it? Yeah. Just a friend? Okay. How many people relate to that? How many people Yana with that? Because this is very important. And I know there's some people out here who can relate to what Regina's saying. And Regina needs this right now. So who Yana's with Regina? Let me know in the chat.
Through the middle. I'll take the top. Why do I gotta be the bottom?
I'm gonna mute that real fast just so that way, you know, we're good. All right, cool. I didn't see anybody except for Charlie put in the chat. Are we tapped out? What's going on here? We're almost done, y'all. Relax, take it easy. All right, cool. So your biggest thing is environment. You see yourself great, you know that you're great, but it's not being reinforced in your environment. I don't know where you're at, I don't know who it is, but I can hear through your language that there's some self-doubt that takes place, even though you know that you're greater than what you are currently. Can you just elaborate on why is that taking place? And then I need you to tell me specifically, what are you giving yourself permission to do? Because I heard what you said, but let's be real, that's not gonna work. It's not. You're gonna flip. That's why when you keep talking, you keep doing the avoidance behavior, because it's not real to you. Just like if somebody say I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone, you're never gonna kill two birds with one stone. It's not gonna happen. Stop talking like that, because it doesn't work. What is going to actually move you? Because your mind and your body work for your soul. They work for you. So when you tell yourself something, that is the information and the signals to go out there to execute it. So that's why we say become more effective in less time. But for you, I want to know, what are you giving yourself permission to do?
I'm giving myself to be great and shine like I'm supposed to.
What does it look like? Showing up to class every day on time, or ahead of time, early?
Yes.
What do it mean? It means participate, raise your hand, being the first one to raise your hand?
Yes, I don't mind participating.
Okay. Even if you feel scared, if you feel nervous, you still do it, right?
Yes.
All right. I love that. All right. Can everybody come off mute real fast, and not everybody send love to Regina, Charlie, everybody who came up here? Everybody
Girl,
send
I
some love
love
to
you,
each other.
girl.
Yes, we love you.
Queen
Much love,
Charlotte,
much love.
Regina,
Absolutely.
thank you
You
for
Let's
and
get
your
it,
sharing
Queen.
space
Let's
mind,
get it,
with us,
Queen.
Charlie,
Let's
everything.
go.
pouring
Let's
into
go,
Y'all are
yourself,
Regina.
amazing.
Let's go,
being
Queen.
centered
The
on
transformation
Let's
has
Oh,
get
let's
already
it.
go.
Do it for
Let's
you,
started. We
go.
Amaya.
love y'all. This is
Absolutely
You're an
amazing.
family.
amazing
Stay in
job.
This
that
is
Thank you.
generational
family.
And
We
don't
wealth.
are
forget it. You
family. You
got this,
got three,
Queen.
four, five,
to
six
go to the
people
next
supporting you.
Yes,
level.
Support
let's
us.
Blessings,
go.
blessings,
Support us.
blessings.
We
You
got
got this,
you.
Queen.
You
Amazing.
got
Look
We
at
love
this.
you,
You
you.
got
Maya.
this.
You and
Beautiful
Gina,
Jeremiah.
you
Go
family.
did
ahead,
it. You
Maya.
got
Don't
this.
play.
Oh, he's so
Yes, you are changing
adorable.
and
We
I
love
love
you. This
you.
is
wonderful.
the transformation. Transformation
Yes.
started. Let's
Absolutely. Thank you everybody for sending that love. But Regina, how does that feel to be supported? Because you also can get a breakthrough right now, but unfortunately we run out of time. So tomorrow when we do our meditation, I'm gonna call on you to get your feedback, right? So be one of the first ones to raise your hand because you need the environment. But tell me, how did that make you feel? Just everybody coming off mute and just sharing and giving love.
It feels great because I actually have a big family, like, and it's sad that, other people will support you in a young family. And I'm the youngest girl out of 14, like, I'm on 14 kids. It feels wonderful, like, to be supported by strangers I don't even know. And I thank you guys, and I appreciate you already. Thank you.
Absolutely love that. Yo, 14 kids, your mom was putting in work. 14, like, yo, chill. I don't even know how, you got the whole football squad over there. Look, first of all, sending you a lot of love and beautiful energy, because anytime you feel that way out of a group, it doesn't feel well. It doesn't sit well, because it's so many of us to not feel appreciated and loved, right? But that's the opposite that happens, right? It's so many of us, so none of us feel appreciated and loved. It's an adverse effect, but only due to perspective. Once again, you are whole, you are complete, you are whole, you're loved, you're a person of high stature, but you have to become that in your eyes. That's why I say the ancestors have chosen you all. Like, the ancestors chose you. When you realize that, you're gonna realize how powerful you are. A human is the one that created all of these technologies and things around you. How come you can't be the next person? When you see all these extraordinary buildings and monuments, humans created that. How come you can't be the next one? When you see all of this beautiful technology and you're on a phone and FaceTime, and there's a bunch of us, and with none of us in the same actual room, but all of us in this one place, like, you could be that person. But you have to be the person that utilizes the idea, the imagination. So I want everybody, this is your homework, everybody. I want you to go into the Telegram group. Are y'all in the Facebook group too, or just a Telegram group? Somebody let me know in the chat.
But
It's Telegram.
I'm just
You're in
the Facebook right now.
Okay. All right. So if you're in the Facebook or the Telegram, right? Because y'all got different levels of packages, right? So I want you to share in both. Record a little video or record an audio. Either way, because depending on your settings, right? But Facebook, if you're on Facebook, don't even play around. I want you to shoot a video. And I want you to share your biggest ideas. I want you to share your imagination for how you see yourself. Hey, y'all, so introduce yourself. Hey, y'all, I'm Charlie. I'm so-and-so. I'm looking to help X, Y, and Z create this thing here, and then post it. Everybody who comments, make sure you follow up with them and send them messages, right? So go into the Telegram group, go into your Facebook group, and share your ideas, share your imagination. You don't have to tell everybody your intellectual property because you don't want anybody stealing it, but cool. Go out there and share your ideas of who you can be and what you want to create while being here in these next 5 days. Because for the next 5 days, we're family, and even after that, we're family as long as you stay tapped in, right? So once again, my name is Sean Crewmay, also known as Mindset Mogul. My role is to help you see difficulty differently, so that way you can become more effective in less time. Take your obstacles and turn them into opportunities. So that way you get paid to be who you are. I'm talking about 4 figures in a day, 5 figures in a day, 6 figures in a day, all the way up to $1 million. So that way you can get paid to be who you are, right? And doing what you love to do. Follow me on Instagram. Drop my Instagram one more time, Apolline. If you haven't dropped it, drop it. Follow me on Instagram. Here's a tip. The first person who screenshots me or screenshots this and tag me in their stories with a summary of, and look, Charlie poses so she can get her angles right. So look, yeah, don't catch me slipping, because some of y'all be recording me and my mouth be all open, my head be like this. Like, come on, y'all, give me on my good side at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So the first person who screenshots this and shares it on Instagram and tags me on Instagram will get a Cash App. Tomoa, don't forget to get Hugh's Cash App, because Hugh was the first person to raise his hand today, so he's going to get a Cash App as well. So screenshot this, tag me on Instagram, mindset.mogul.crew or Mindset Mogul Crew. Either one works. And then we will go ahead and send that cash app. All right. Everything's good. If we're clear with all the tasks with the homework today, we're clear. Are y'all excited for day one?
Hey, hold on. It was a little bit more homework. There was a little bit more. There was a little bit more.
What? What was the other homework?
It was a little bit more as far as just y'all going in Facebook and just talking about with this experience right here, as far as your accountability call this morning. Just speak about briefly what this accountability call was like for you this AM, and to just talk about what you plan on doing for the next 5 days. What do you plan to accomplish for the next 5 days is what you need to drop in your Facebook. That's
All right,
a part
Tamo,
of your
drop that out one more time, Tamo, so that way they can get that. All right, Apolline doing it now. I want everybody to come off mute. I want you to stand up. I want you to make some noise. If you're excited to learn and grow today, because today will transform your life. If you aren't transformed already, if you haven't made progress somewhere, today you will not be the same. Today you will become somebody new. Today you will be different. Today is your day for the rest of your days to live the best of your days. Today is your day for the rest of your days to live the best of your days. Today is a great day and an outstanding day to have an amazing day. I want y'all to come off of mute and I want y'all to make some noise for the day that you're getting ready to have.
Yeah, I
Make some
appreciate
noise.
you guys,
Let's
man. Thank you so
go.
much.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Got it,
Hey,
family.
peace,
Let's
love, and
Money
light,
go.
making
man.
Let's
Mondays,
get it.
transformation Mondays. Let's
Go.
get it.
Peace,
Let's
love, and
get
light,
it.
bro.
Transform your lives,
Let's
family.
go.
Let's get it.
Thank you, and gratitude.
Family.
Start the
Let's
week
get
off
it.
with
Money making
faith.
Mondays.
Let's
Let's
get
get
it.
it. Motivation Mondays. Let's
Got
get
it.
it.
Got it.
Can't
Got
wait,
it.
man.
Level. Yes,
Have a great
level up.
weekend.
Level
Have a
up.
great
So,
week.
11.
Let's go. Everybody who leveling up, I want y'all to go out there and execute today. Move with speed, move fast, be confident, but go build strategic partnerships and become more effective in less time. In fact, tomorrow we're gonna do an exercise because I want y'all to track your time. Jasmine and Charlie got me up here doing a one finger wave, y'all. I'm done with y'all, man. Y'all gotta watch out for this, man, because they look. You hang around people who do the finger waves, you become the next person who do the finger wave. All right, I'll see y'all later. Peace, love, and beautiful energy. Mindset Mogul.
Blessings. Blessings.
Have a great one, everybody. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a love-filled day.